How y'all doing? Nick Reich here with the AFA. We're wrapping up day 2. These guys out here built a whole bunch of different types of fence. Right now they're overdoing some bias cutting, so I'll show you that here in just a second. First thing I want to do is give a shout out to some of the folks that helped make this happen. First off, a couple companies that supplied a lot of the material for us. Ameristar, Jareth, Stevens Pipe and Steel, Merchants Metals. You know, we needed this material to do this job and you know, do all this training. And so first off, we greatly appreciate you all for providing that. Next, Thai Metal, you know, for letting us use their facility for the welding class on Tuesday and then letting us come out here and build all this fence. And they actually said that we could go ahead and keep this fence up. They like the way it looks. They're going to do some training and some walkthrough with some of the stuff that we have. So that was awesome. That means we don't have to tear all this back down, at least not the ornamental. The chain link ended up being permanent anyway, which was a better solution for them, and it worked out for us because we got to build permanent fence. Next thing I'd like to thank is the instructors. Alan Olson and Travis Hampton came out and taught the FIS class. Big shout out to them. Obviously, you know, without the instructors, we wouldn't be able to do this. And also Michael Whitaker and Dan Turbeville, who taught the OMS class back at the hotel. Huge shout out to y'all. Thank you so much. So let me go through and show you a little bit of what's done here. Again, we built this 6-foot fence all the way across here. They've actually got an electrical conduit running through there, so we put the gate in, so if they ever have to replace that electrical conduit, they don't have to tear the fence down. They can just open the gate up. We got a bunch of different types of ornamental fence. We still got a little bit left over, so that's fantastic. They're gonna actually come out and do some work with that. They're gonna build a little more of this after we leave. You see they did some residential work. They did some welded wire work. Again, shout out to Wood Defender for coming out and doing the stain demo for us. Again, even though we weren't doing wood, they specifically made the trip to come out and show folks how that's done. And then you can see down here, we did a couple temporary setups with some bias cutting. We got another station over here where we'll run some more bias cuts. And that's the only thing we actually have to remove. We'll pull that back out. But you can see the guys are learning how to do that. You know, this is a whole lot of fun for me. Those of y'all that don't know, I started out at a commercial fence company, and now I'm stuck in the office all the time, which, you know, on most days isn't bad, but it's still fun to come out here and play with the stuff and pass on some of the knowledge that I learned. So again, big shout out to everybody involved. Big shout out to staff. We have a number of staff members that worked on this. Sarah came out and did the testing. Kelly, she does all our logistics for us and helps us out. So just thank you to everyone involved. Thank you to all the students for coming out. If you missed this school, the next school coming up, we've got AFA University in November. We're doing 6 different schools, 5-day fence installation, 5-day gate operator training, 2-day sales training, 2-day leadership, and then 2-day fence contractor business and 2-day OMS. So come check us out. That's in Grapevine, Texas. And then obviously, if you don't know, Fence Tech 26, man, it's going to be a banger in Indianapolis. We've already got over 70 education opportunities set up. All kinds of stuff going on. Check out the website. Registration will be open soon. So, man, hope to see you at one of our events. Later.